Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. I know I haven't done that in a while, but I did it to make you smile. Shout out to all my subscribers. They want a response from you so bad, but don't give them one because they don't deserve it, and it will be your energy that's wasted. Now, we live in a time and era where people are more petty than ever. And people are starting to actually realize that there are strange, weird oddities that are happening around them. All right. You're gaining more spiritual awareness, and the people around you are starting to get more petty because they're intimidated by you and they're afraid of you. So, one thing that people who are intimidated by you and afraid of you will do, they'll try to antagonize you if they feel the need to get back at you for making them feel that way. All right. Now, there are people who will just either stay away from you because, you make them feel some type of way. So they say, you know what, I'm just going to avoid you altogether. And then you'll have people who will constantly, you know, every day, all the time, several times a day, try to get a response from you. And it's going to be it's going to be so weird and so petty, the thing that they do, to where it's going like they're looking for things to try and bother you. They're so spiteful and so hateful that they're looking for things to try and bother you. They're watching you, monitoring your spirit, watching your every move, all right, trying to see what they can use against you, trying to see what they can do to try and lure you into having a ishy day with them. And you can tell because when you look at these people, they're always miserable. If they have a smile on their face, it's a fake one. And they're, for the most part, they just behave in a strange way, and they're always trying to do something to get a rise out of you. And what you'll realize is that it's not worth your time or energy, because if you give it any, you're just going to be wasting it. And what I'm realizing is that with all this, trauma bonding and all this like trauma based torture and no touch torture and all these weird things that your haters are doing, all right, maybe because they're upset at the life you have. Maybe they're upset because you are doing better than them in life, or you have something that they want. All right, or maybe they're just flat out just hateful. All right, maybe they're just a hater. They see the way God is blessing you. They see how things are turning out for you, and they don't like it. All right, so what they're going to do is they're going to find anything that they can do to try and take it out on you because they're upset over your wins. You're winning. You're moving forward in life as you should. All right. But you'll have those people who are watching and monitoring your spirit, checking on you day to day to see just what they can do to try to affect you negatively and get underneath your skin. All right. So the main thing you have to do is you have to be able to switch your mind on and off like a light. All right. You have to be able to switch off what you don't want and turn on what you do want. All right. You have the power over your own mind. All right. So you have power to not waste your own energy over fools, over imbeciles, over haters, over people who are sorry. All right. Over people who have zero life. All right. Sometimes you'll be around people and you'll feel like an alien on another planet. You'll be like zero signs of life. It feels like when you're on Mars. It feels like you're that last man on Mars. All right. So with that being said, with the short signs of life, the little few signs of life that you see around you, take advantage of cool, normal people. All right. I was just outside one day taking care of some business, and usually I don't really like to talk to people because I'm still I probably more than likely have PTSD, and I'm on edge from all the things that I've encountered and all the suffering I've endured due to weird, random, hater type people. So it's like, it's good to finally be able to have a normal conversation. So as someone that deals with these type of attacks, you have to not be short with people. All right, so, I always wondered why I was on edge and why I had so much anger. It's because I was holding on to all the things that people have done to me in the past, all the things people did to me that I didn't like, all the random things that happen to me throughout the day that people do to try to piss you off. Because it's like, I'm talking about automatic haters. Automatic. I'm talking about all of their systems are down, 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 down. Automatic hater. As soon as you see them, it's just, when the last time I sung in a video, probably about 4 months ago. Anyway, um, automatic haters. As soon as you see them, it's on sight. I'm talking about that hate is like on sight. Like as soon as you pull up, they on sight with it. All right, they hating on sight. Are on sight with hate. You know. So as soon as I'm talking about people, you see them. As soon as you see them, they start hating on you because people will do weird things to targeted individuals. All right, and it's all to lower your vibration. Unfortunately, if you weren't aware of how to be low key or keep a low key style, you might have just been showing people too much, enjoying yourself, having a good day, looking like life is working out well for you. Your walk might be too positive. You might stand too straight for somebody's liking. You might be uppity. All right, you better not be. You better not be uppity. Okay, I guess you're supposed to be downity. They, instead of being uppity, they want you to be downity. All right, they want you to be down today. That's what downity is, down today. Uppity is up today. You want to be up today. So people just make weird sayings for people who feel good, and people will justify their hate by any means necessary. They will justify their hate by any means necessary, you know, and they don't have a problem showing it to you. They don't have a problem showing you their hate. They don't have a problem letting you know that they have a problem with you, but they'll have a problem with you and try to create that into a problem for you. All right, so you have to use some Jedi mind styles. I don't like the word tricks like that. All right, you have to use some Jedi mind um, techniques. There we go. That's a greater word. Techniques on your mind, so that way you'll be able to turn it off of other people's BS and not make a problem out of their problem for you. When you're working towards success, when you have a little bit of too much of a successful walk, when you have a little bit too much of a successful style, all right, when people purposely do things to try to bother you and they have a problem with you and they don't mind letting you know they have a problem with you, you're really going to have to find peace of mind. All right, and it's going to come from within. All right, so there are certain people who purposefully are attacked and bothered and pestered and stalked and harassed. All right, and basically there are people who they have no God in them, and they don't care about the type of stress or torture or suffering that they inflict on another person. It's just like having a glass of water to them. It's Chinese water torture, one droplet at a time, one harassment at a time, one negative effect at a time. And it's all about just finding a peaceful state, because most people act with you not most people, but those people act with their lowest version of themselves. All right, they act very low vibrational, and it shows. They haven't risen to a higher state of consciousness to where they're not hating on anybody. They're stuck at that level of hate, fear. And why do they hate you? Because they fear you. They're jealous of you. You know, they create an issue with you because you intimidate them or you make them feel insecure. Insecure. All right, as Kanye said, insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years, ain't picked a career. Dropped, what she say? Ain't picked a career. Dropped, sophomore 3 years, ain't picked a career. Dropped out of school to do hair because of baby daddy, and he don't really care. So I'm like, oh man, and it all falls down. When it all falls down. Macy Gray style. Shout out to Macy Gray, all right. Made it cool to be earthy and rock a fro in the 2000s. All right, shout out to Macy Gray. All right, but yeah, man, they're very low vibrational. All right, very low vibrational. They're insecure, and they take that out on you, and they make you causing them to be insecure a problem for you. They make you making them insecure a problem for you. So they'll have a problem with you, but they'll make their problem with you your problem. So they'll do a lot of petty things. All right. They will do a lot of petty things. And it's just another droplet. They're trying to hit you with the Chinese water torture. One droplet today, another droplet tomorrow, another droplet tomorrow. And then people wonder why they're so stressed and vexed. And wow, so and so snapped. We only messed with him 350 days out of this work year. Wow, I didn't know the 351st day was the one that would do it. Like these people are soulless, brainless, hopeless, godless. That's a lot of less right there. You know, shout out to Les Brown. I heard less is more, but I mean, not in this particular case. All right, less is less. Well, less is only more when it comes to a person that has something in store. All right, but these godless, lifeless, brainless, heartless, soulless. So with that, I done named every less I think I could. If you got another less in there, don't be afraid to comment it down below. All right, less it up. All right, because you have more, and they're jealous of you because you have more, and that's really what it is. They see that you have more. They see how you're using you. All right, they see how you're using your mind, your time, your resources, your potential. All right, they see that the gifts that you got and you're using it. The thing is, everybody is so worried about what they see on the outside. Oh, yeah, I can see your gift. I can see that gift. What about the people with the gifts and talents that you can't see? What about the person that's an awesome painter? What about the person that's an awesome pianist? All right, peeing on everybody. Just don't R. Kelly nobody. But you just you're just pianisting it out. Just pianoing it out. All right. What about people that have gifts and talents that you can't see? Shout out to all the people that are talented. All right, because what they want to do is they want to remove you from your beatific state of mind, where everything is beautified, where you're beautified, porkified. Ain't no beautified, porkified over here. All right, beautified, Christified. There we go. All right, that smokified, porkified commercial. Ugh. Anyway, all right. Shout out to everybody that is swine free. All right, and everybody working their way to be. All right, that stuff got spirits in it, and you don't want them in you. All right, so like we were saying. All right, give me a second. Vibe with me. All right, yeah, like we were saying, you have a higher vibration, right? And these people are extremely low vibrational, and they're going to do things that try to get underneath your skin, do things to bother you, do things to make you upset, do things to make you mad. They haven't evolved yet. All right, they're still stuck. All right, there's no moving forward for them. There's no upliftment for them. All right, they want to try and destroy your peace by any means necessary. All right, they want to try to destroy your ways of being happy by any means necessary. All right, and they want this response so bad. All right. They want this response so bad that they're willing to do anything and everything to get it, because this is the only way they know how to feel good about themselves. All right. There are people who are talented that have, gifts on the inside of them that people aren't even aware of. What about the person that's a good lawyer? What about the person that's a good singer or something? But the people who, somebody whose gift is communication, somebody whose gift is speaking, somebody's gift is, it might be something to do with how they look. All right. Don't blame don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate me, hate God. Don't hate the creation, hate the creator, which is an awful thing for you to do. But if that's what they feel they need to do, they hating us is not going to do anything for them, you know and it doesn't do anything for them. That's why they have to actually take that hate and personalize it and turn it into a negative action and try to turn it into negative energy for you, because hating on us don't even do nothing for them. They gotta make that hate physical. They gotta make that hate physical. They gotta make you feel the hate. It's not enough for them to hate you. That they're actually mad that they feel that way towards you. But what they are trying to make you do is feel the exact same way towards them. All right. Misery loves company. People who are envious and jealous and hateful, they want somebody else to feel that way towards them. So why? They could feel important. You're so important to them, and they think you're so important that they're hating on you. They have the same thing in themselves that you have in you. They have the same thing in themselves they have in you. And what they really don't know on a higher level, they hate themselves. Haters hate themselves. That's what sucks. That's why they're so mad at you, because they hate themselves. And that's why they're petty towards you, because they hate themselves. They are truly unhappy and miserable with who they are as a human being. Why? Because they have not risen into their divine mind, their divine state of consciousness. All right, man, you're going to be so enlightened by the time you get done watching this video. You're going to be floating off the ground. You're going to be so enlightened by the time you get done watching this video. You're going to be floating off the ground. All right. They're trying to move you away from your heart chakra. All right. They're trying to move you away from having love and being able to look at them in a peaceful way. They actually hate it when you look at them like, oh, okay, there's another person over there. God bless this person. They hate when you look at them like that. The only thing that makes them satisfied is you looking at them with the same anger, hate, distaste, disdain, disgust that they have for you. That's the only thing that makes them happy, is somebody that, gives them some company. Will you hate with me? No, we won't. All right. No, we won't hate with you. All right. So you have to, it's just a trick, man. You have to, like, a dog will focus on whatever it's focused on. A dog's mind goes from this to that, to this to that. You have to train your mind the way a owner will train a dog, or a way a dog's mind works. Just being able to put your brain on this, put your brain on that. Just being able to take your mind off of something immediately, right when it happens. That is what God showed me today, and I'm sharing it with you watching this video. All right, it's so easy. And if you watched some of my videos, it's easy once you get the hang of it. All right. But it's so easy to do it once you get the hang of it. All right. If you've watched any of my other videos, this is what I was referring to when I was saying you have to be mentally mature. You have to be mentally mature and be able to take your mind off of whatever it is that's bothering you, because there's a mental pathway in your mind that is addicted to negativity and getting angry, because that's how they're trying. It's sick what these people are doing, man. They almost made me slip. They're trying to program you. They're trying to reprogram you. All right, because God already programmed you. They're trying to hit you with the serpentine program. All right, they're trying to hit you with the serpent shot, make you take a shot of devil. All right, you took you took the blood. You took your portion from Christ. All right, they want you to, you drank his blood and you ate the bread. All right. No humanistic what do they call those things? Rituals where they eat people or nothing like that. That's not what we had in mind, but I have seen some theories on that. So we won't get into that too, but just not in this video. All right. But they want you to basically be reprogrammed from how God programmed you with all the things that they do, all their pettiness. All right. Like you put when you watch this video or you start speaking truth, it's going to be a lot of things that happen around you that try to upset you. You have to take your mind off of it and ignore it. When you raise your consciousness, this whole structure is going to start to come trying to fall down on you because it's alerted. This program is like an entity in itself. This program is an entity within itself, and it has minions. All right, this program, the world was given into the hands of the wicked. All right, it's God's creation, but the devil has control over it. So once you start to wake up and start to focus on God's creation and take your mind off of all the stuff that doesn't matter, the devil has to use his minions and these other people to come out after you and attack you to bring your vibration back down to the level that they're at. And this is like, this stuff is real. People trying to bring me down. This stuff is literally them trying to bring you down because you're up here where God programmed you to be at, and they want you to be low vibrational along with them, with their, program for this program, the Matrix. The Matrix thrives off negativity. All right, it thrives off of low vibrational people. It thrives off of the entertainment that they're giving to everybody, the frequency they're trying to put everybody on. All right, and a lot of people, don't like people like us, people who understand this, people who talk like this, people who think like this. They have a problem with you because it's irritating their demons, literally irritating their demons because their demons are trying to keep them asleep. Their demons are trying to prevent them from waking the hell up. Wake up! Like that Boondocks episode. He said, will you ignorant ever wake up? All right. Will you ignorant peoples ever wake up? I think I'm about to laugh and watch that when I get to work later. I think I'm gonna throw me on some Boondocks and crack up and get paid. All right. Holla at Chihuahua. All right. Soon later. All right. Shout out to all the girls who got that thing on their hip like Tomb Raider. All right, but anyway, all right, it's going to be a lot of petty, low vibrational acts aimed at you, aimed at your consciousness, aimed at your attention, aimed at your awareness, because they're trying to take your mind off of God. They want to take your mind off of the beatific state to where everything is pure, everything is love, everything is, you're one with everything. And that's the one thing you have to focus on when these demons try to take your mind off of God, off of yourself, off of your life. There's no separation. All right, said that there's no separation. All right, there's no separation. Separation, caused the fall of man. All right, to think that we were separate. All right, that's why Jesus had to come back. Christ had to come back and was like, I and my Father are one. I and my Father are one. There's no separation between the two. And that's what the whole meaning of I am God is, because Christ even came and told us, I and my Father are one. All right, the way the people teach it today, and this is no disrespect to the Bible, God, Christ, they have you thinking that Christ is the only one. You're just like Christ. All right, you are here to do what he did and greater. That's what the book says. You could do what I did and greater. What works I do, you may do also. All right, so come on, man. I might not be all the way there with it, but I'm approximately close. All right, you got to give me some credit for that. Your main man is trying. Now that I got my schedule back, now that I got my routine back, all right, the devil tried to take my schedule. The devil tried to take my routine, but I fought for it tooth and nail. And God's children always will prevail. All right. So, all right, they want your response because you're a king. All right, they want your response because you're royalty, ladies, you're queens. Shout out to the fellas, y'all kings. They want y'all response because they're unworthy. They're unworthy of your presence. They're unworthy of communicating with you. They're unworthy of washing your dirty jock strap, gym shoes, underwear, whatever it is. They're unworthy. They're not worthy. All right, they're not worthy. The low vibrational beings. All right. And the reason why their demons are irritated is because when you're around them, they're waking up. All right, they're waking up, but they just don't want to wake up. And some of them, are so asleep that the demon that's possessing them is actually called like controlling them. And that's why you have to forgive them, because they know not what they do. It ain't them. Something gained possession of them a long time ago, probably from eating that probably from eating that pork. Probably from eating that pork. Probably from eating that pork. Okay. You know, and I know about all the other animals, and I know that some of them may be worse. But the thing is, God didn't claim it unlawful, and He also didn't say they had spirits in them. And you could just some ain't spiritually right about that animal. They're nature's garbage can. Once I saw a pig eat a metal can, I'm talking about one of them Campbell soup cans. That pig ate the freaking metal Campbell soup can. And I asked my teacher why it could do that. And I guess my teacher was like, yo, the acid in the stomach could break it down. I said, yo, I'm never eating that again. I'm never eating that again. By choice. All right. By choice. You don't know what they put in the food today. But hey, pray over your food. That's all I can say. But they want a response from you, because you're when it comes to Christ and having God in your life, you're bad to the bone. You're a demon slayer. All right, you're a demon slayer, non-narcissistic player. All right. So keep playing this game, keep holding your head, keep holding your head high and everything, and keep switching your mind off of other people's problems with you. Somebody come to you with some BS, okay, switch it to something else. Somebody did something, and the person really didn't do it to bother me, but it was just something that happened. But you have to be so on it within yourself, with your progression, with your self-improvement, with your work on yourself. You have to be so on it with yourself that even when something happens, that when it's not other people's fault, it could be you or having an attitude, you have to be able to be like, you know what? So I don't react like this, or so I don't be a bad person. I have to figure out a way to use my mind to respond differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out a way to respond differently, so that way I won't have a negative experience from my own doing. Because these demons will have you on edge. They'll have you being paranoid somewhat and thinking that everything everybody does is aimed at you, and that's evil. And that's why they got a man. God is going to finish them. All right, God is going to do. He going to purify them. They're going to be an angel by the time the Lord get done with them. You're going to be like, wow, what happened to so and so? God destroyed the old man was crucified with him. All right, that the product of sin might be no more. All right, the old man is crucified with him, that the product of sin might be no more. I'm sure I didn't get that right. I know I probably butchered it, but I was approximately close. And God loves when his children try. All right, God loves when his children try. Amen. All right. Shout out to all the people in the background listening, watching, trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about. It's not for you. You may not need to know or want to know. Why are you worried about what I'm saying? All right, all these routine watchers. But anyway, all right, they wanted a response. How you not give it to them is by working on yourself and by taking your mind off of things. Like somebody did something I didn't like. Does that make them a narcissist? No. Does that make them evil? No. Does that make them a bad person? No. And the fact that I'm able to not look at them like that and actually conceptualize between the two is a blessing from God, with all the stuff that I've endured, with all the weird people that have tried to bother me on purpose. So I just immediately took my mind off of the interaction with the young lady, and I just, started listening to the music, and the anger, the trouble, the frustration, it just faded away. And I was like, bingo. I said, God gave me another one. Wait till I tell the chosen vessels today. They gonna learn today. All right. To this day. All right. Shout out to the chosen vessels. All right. Y'all learn today. All right. It's as simple as switching your mind off of something. Somebody may, even if there's no music playing, start singing something. This little light of mine. I don't care what you start singing. Make up your own song. All right. You might even be able to make up a song out of the situation on how not to be bothered. or why you shouldn't be bothered, or how you didn't let it bother you. All right, you creative vessels, you. All right, somebody gonna make some money. All right, today, and it's gonna be us. All right. So, it all boils down to you training your brain to take it off of the things you don't like and focus on what you do like. It takes practice. All right. The brain might not want you to do it. The brain might make you think you can't do it, but spirit says you can. God says it's possible. With Christ, all things are possible. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. All right. I will see you in the next one. All right, special shout out to all the people in the background making noise, trying to throw me off from my content and making this video. You got to have love for haters. God bless them. We out.